Alright, quick question. Do you ever just randomly yawn in the middle of a conversation? No? Just me? Well, in any case, let's talk about that weird thing we do where our mouth just opens wide like we're trying to swallow the whole world. Yup, I'm talking about yawning. Why do we yawn? What is it with that crazy involuntary face stretch? Is it because we're bored? Tired? Or is there some deep, mysterious biological reason we still haven't figured out? Spoiler alert, no one really knows, but let's dive into the theories and trust me, it's not as boring as it sounds. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, who cares why we yawn? It's just a thing we do. Yeah, but it's not just a random thing we do when we're bored in class or during meetings, okay? There's something going on here. Yawning isn't just a quirky human trait. It's actually something we all do, no matter who you are. It's like a universal signal. I'm tired, but also trying not to be obvious about it. But seriously, why do we all do it? Let's try to figure this out without falling asleep in the process. The basics. What is yawning? Okay, let's break this down. A yawn is when you open your mouth wide and take a deep breath. Simple enough, right? But the weird thing is, we don't just yawn when we're tired. We yawn when we're bored, when we see other people yawn seriously. Why does that happen? And sometimes, for no reason at all. It's like our body has this default setting that says, you know what? Let's just open up the mouth and take a big breath. See what happens. And it's not just humans either. You know who else yawns? Your dog. Cats, even some birds. Basically, yawning is the international symbol for I'm not in the mood for this right now, but let's just go with it. Theory 1. Yawning to cool down the brain. Alright, first theory, yawning helps cool down your brain. Sounds fancy, right? But it actually makes sense. Here's the idea. When we yawn, we're taking a big, deep breath of air, which cools down the brain. Think of it like opening the window when your computer gets too hot. Our brains, just like your laptop, need to stay at the right temperature to function properly. If it gets too warm, it starts to slow down. Yawning could be our brain's way of hitting the refresh button, getting some fresh, cool air to help it keep running at full capacity. So, the next time you yawn during a meeting or while doing a boring task, just blame it on your brain trying to stay cool. Sorry, I'm just giving my brain a little chill time, no big deal. Theory 2, yawning to get more oxygen. Next up, yawning helps get more oxygen into our system. You know that feeling when you're just zoning out and your body says, hey, we need more air in here. That's probably a yawn. The theory here is that when we're not breathing deeply enough, whether we're tired, bored, or just sitting still for too long, our body signals that it's time to take a big, deep breath. The idea is that yawning helps us take in more oxygen, which in turn gets to our brain and other muscles, waking them up and getting them ready for action. So, yawning could be your body's way of saying, hey, let's get some more oxygen to fuel this thing. Theory 3. Yawning as a social signal. Here's a fun one. Yawning is contagious. Yeah, you've probably yawned just by seeing someone else yawn. So, what's up with that? Is it some kind of ancient group bonding thing? Some scientists believe that yawning could have evolved as a way to synchronize group behavior. You know, like when a group of animals all start yawning at once. It's a signal that they're all on the same page like, alright, we're all tired. Let's chill out for a bit. In humans, this might be a social thing too. Think about it. If you see someone yawning, your brain automatically thinks, oh, they're tired or bored. Let me join in. It's kind of like a social cue, but a weird one. So, next time you see someone yawning, just know that your brain is trying to connect with theirs on a deeper level whether you like it or not. Theory 4. Yawning and the sleep cycle. Okay, now let's talk about the connection between yawning and sleep. Most people associate yawning with being tired. And yeah, that makes sense usually. When you're yawning, you're getting ready for a nap or a full-on snooze fest. But why do we yawn before we even get tired? Turns out, yawning could be a signal to your body that sleep is coming. It's like a little reminder, hey, it's almost bedtime, get ready. Some researchers believe yawning is a part of the sleep cycle, preparing your body to shift from being alert to needing rest. So next time you're in class and you can't stop yawning, it's probably just your body saying, yeah, I think it's time for a break. What happens in the brain when we yawn? Alright, now let's talk about the brain. When you yawn, there's actually a bunch of brain activity happening behind the scenes. The brain's hypothalamus and brainstem are involved in initiating the yawn. The hypothalamus is all about regulating things like temperature, sleep, and hormones, so it makes sense that it'd be in charge of triggering a yawn. When you're about to yawn, your brain decides, hey, let's kick this off, and then bam. You open your mouth, breathe in deeply, and stretch your face like you're about to do the world's worst impression of a lion. So, while your body might seem like it's just acting randomly when it yawns, there's actually a lot of intelligent brain work going on behind the scenes. You're not just making a weird face, you're helping your brain get back on track. Yawning and other animals. And it's not just us humans who yawn. Animals do it too, from dogs to cats to even some reptiles. Scientists aren't entirely sure why, but it's probably the same reason we yawn. Either to cool off their brains, get more oxygen, or just as a sign of, hey, it's nap time. And while we're on the topic, some animals actually yawn more than we do. Did you know that a bunch of animals yawn when they see other animals yawning? It's like they're all in this big yawning club, and the first rule is, yawn together, stay together, wrap up. So, why do we yawn? Well, turns out there are a few reasons. Maybe we're trying to cool off our brains, get more oxygen, or just signal to the people around us that we're tired. But honestly, no one really knows for sure. All we know is that it's weird, it's contagious, and it's something that pretty much every living creature does. So, next time you yawn, whether you're bored, tired, or just in need of some oxygen, just know that your brain is working hard to make sure you're ready for whatever's next. Yawning isn't just for sleep, it's your body's way of hitting the reset button. If you're still awake after all that yawning talk, hit the subscribe button for more fun facts that'll keep you from snoozing. Catch you next time on Fun with Facts, where science never puts you to sleep. Take care and see you in the next Fun with Facts videos.